piece of Rogers One number I'd like to talk to you about is the converged inbox. And you can see it up on the large screen beside me. This is the inbox where I can actually aggregate my text messages, my MMS, my emails that are on Gmail and Rogers Yahoo, as well as any of my voicemails that are transcribed to text through Spinbox. So I can actually see them all in one inbox that's all converged. I can sort by just showing my emails, or I can just look at my text messages, but it's all simplified and unified in a consistent way that I'm used to seeing it on my smartphone. The other great thing that Rogers One Number includes is the threaded view of conversations. So it's absolutely what I'm used to when I look at my smartphone. I see the messages back and forth between different people, and it makes it very easy for me to text and talk to my friends. I actually have a full keyboard here. We've had a lot of feedback that the texting on the laptop is fantastic. I'm not sure about you, but I myself sit and watch TV with a laptop on my lap, so I actually used to, before Rogers One Number, needed my cell phone within arm's reach, because I would be emailing or watching YouTube, and then I would need to have my cell phone nearby to get those texts and phone calls. Now with Rogers One Number, it's all unified and simplified in one easy package. And we've also found that we've had a lot of feedback from people that actually using the keyboard to do the texting makes it very, very easy and simple. So especially for some of our older customers who maybe aren't so used to the smartphones, they found that having access to the keyboard has made texting a really easy thing for them to do, to learn how texting actually works. The other element of Rogers One Number that I'll show you right now is the My Contacts element. So this is one application that you download onto your phone. It's a second address book that gets installed on your phone. You don't need to use it as your primary address book. You don't need to change anything about your behavior. But what it does is it takes a copy of what's on your address book and puts it onto your laptop computer. If you make a change on your cell phone, it updates it on the laptop. If you make a change or an update to someone's contact information on your laptop, it updates it then to your wireless device. So they're always unified, they're always consistent, they're always exactly the same. So Winston, did you want to talk a little bit about your experience in using Rogers One Number, specifically with the inbox and contacts?
I would. With this contacts and the messaging, it's really allowed people to really have that converged inbox. So you can get your emails and your text messages, as you can see, on one number. And that has really allowed customers to really save time. And I've been using the example of time is money. And with Rogers One Number, you are able to have everything in one place. So rather than having to go search for your cell phone or to search for a different device, everything is in one place. And a great example would be for university students. So if you're working on a presentation, like a presentation or a Word document, you're collaborating with other students, you are able to switch over to the Rogers One Number application by clicking another window rather than rummaging through your backpack or finding your phone in another room. So it's really saving you money and maximizing your time to be more productive.
Excellent. So what I'd like to do now is actually take you through a little bit of the web phone. So the web phone is actually the application you download onto your computer that enables you to make and receive those phone calls. Those phone calls look like they come from your cell phone, but you're actually doing them from your laptop. And the great thing about Rogers One Number service is all of the calls you make to Canadian phone numbers from your PC are free, and they don't deduct from your wireless minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call David, who's actually in our home office in the condo. I'm going to start with a voice call. Hello, David.
Hi, Kat.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. If we were actually to go over and look at David's cell phone, or if he's using his work number, the number that's showing up is my actual cell phone number. So that's the number it looks like it's coming from, which is fantastic. Because people know that identity, they know that phone number, they're much more likely to answer it. Whereas if I used some other type of service, if I have to use a different number or a different username and password, they may not know who it is. But with this phone number, David knows it's me, he's going to answer that call. What I'm actually going to do now is show you how we can seamlessly move the call from the laptop onto the phone, which is a fantastic feature. So I've started the call with David, we've had a conversation, I realize I'm late for something, I have to get going. I just press *11 on my cell phone, and then the flash button, and actually what's going to happen is the call is going to seamlessly move onto my cell phone. It's going to hang up the web phone, the call is now onto my cell phone, and David doesn't hear a click or a beep or a pause. There's nothing to indicate to David that I've actually changed the call, so he has no idea I'm moving between devices. It's seamless for him, and it's seamless and easy for me. And the great thing thing about it is it bills as customers would expect it to bill. So the time that I'm spending talking on my mobile device is being charged at my standard mobile rates. The time that I'm talking on my laptop, I'm being charged the IP rates. And because that's a call in Canada, that call that I'm doing on my laptop is free, and on my wireless, it's doing my standard wireless plan. We're going to hang up now. And what I want to also show is we can make a call. And I'm actually going to give David a call, and we're going to use the video chat feature. So the calling, I can do a voice call to any phone number in Canada. It doesn't matter what the carrier is. I can call any phone number in Canada. In fact, I can call any number internationally. The calls to Canada are free. For video calling, that's the only proprietary element of Rogers One Number. So I can only do a video chat with other Rogers One Number customers. So I'm actually going to give David a call now. Hey David, how are you?
I'm good. You're looking great.
Thank you. Really like the headset. Looks good.
Thank you. Better to hear you with.
Excellent. All right. So I'm actually going to hang up on David now, but it's that easy, and you'll notice the full screen makes it very easy to really connect with your family and friends who may not be in your local area. Did you want to talk a little bit about your experience in using the Rogers One Number web phone and video chatting and call transfer?
For sure. So an experience that I've been using with testing Rogers One Number has been chatting with my friend in Vancouver. So in the past, we've really resorted to texting and emailing as our main means of communication. And what Rogers One Number has allowed me to do is to be more interactive and personal when it comes to talking to him. So he's doing university in Vancouver, and what we can do is actually video chat now and call as well when needed. And because Rogers One Number through the application is free across Canada, we are able to do that more freely.
Excellent. And so switching calls isn't the only way that Rogers One Number puts you in control of your communications. There's also a suite of call management features that we've included in Rogers One Number. This is a second application that you actually download onto your phone. It enables you to actually do the call management from either device, so it really puts you in control of where you want to do it and how you want to do it. So the first element is Do Not Disturb. This basically just sends all of your calls to voicemail for a period of time that you choose. I've been really enjoying this feature. I have a 3-year-old at home, so between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., which is the power 2 hours in my house where there's the bath, the bedtime, and dinner, I've been really liking the fact that I can send all of my calls to voicemail, so I don't have something ringing, so I don't think, oh, is there some emergency or is there something I need to take care of? It actually just keeps my phone silent. That means that at 8 o'clock when I'm ready to take control of what's going on, I can go in and look and see what's been happening. So that's Do Not Disturb. I can also forward my calls. It's important to note that standard call forwarding on your phone, once you get Rogers One Number, no longer works. And the reason for that is we're taking control of call forwarding from the device and putting it onto the network to give you more flexibility in where you manage that. So call forwarding now moves to that application you're going to download onto your phone, and it's standard call forwarding. It's just now accessed through the application on your device. We also have a very interesting feature called Ring My Numbers. And what this does, it actually extends what devices will ring when someone calls your cell phone number. So what I like to do is during the day, I have my cell phone ring, my laptop ring, and my office phone ring. And for me, in and out of meetings, or for example, when I get there in the morning, this is in my purse and this is in my briefcase. If someone's calling me, it's actually my office phone also ringing, so I can access that call very, very easily. And I can control through the day which device I actually want to take those calls on. On the weekend, I could have my cell phone ring, my laptop ring, and my cottage phone ring. So it really gives me control and makes sure I'm not missing any of those important calls. And the last element that I wanted to talk about was blocked calls. This is very, very exciting that we're putting block calling functionality in the hands of our customers. And it's very quick and very easy. So what I can do is I can block private or unknown numbers. And this is fantastic. I'm sure we've all had telemarketing calls on our cell phones. If there's nothing worse than having to rummage through and find your phone to answer a call that not only do you not want, but you never wanted to talk to that telemarketer in the first place. So this you can actually block private or unknown, or I can block specific numbers, and it's very easy. What I can do is I can just go into my call logs. Now what I'm going to do is just, for example, I'm actually going to block David. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block this number. I'm going to save that. And David's actually going to call me. You can see instantaneously this is now updated. If David tries to call me, he'll put it on speaker so you can actually hear the message that a customer would hear.
The customer you are calling is unavailable at the moment. Please try again later.
So that's the message that he would hear if I've blocked him. What's fantastic is I can unblock him, it's instantaneous. If he tried to call me now, and he can, that call will go through. So it really puts control in my hands on how I want to manage his call. So now David's calling, and both of my devices are ringing. I can choose where I want to answer the phone. I'm actually going to decline that call right now. Sorry, David.
No problem.
But those are the suite of call management features that we've included. Did you want to talk a little bit about your experience using some of the call management features?
I would. I think with Rogers One Number, it's really allowed me to take back control of my communication. So Rogers One Number has allowed me to unify my communications, taking in emails from different accounts, taking in multiple phone numbers that I have, and really putting it into that one place. Really, another thing would be as well, we know we have our phones on vibrate, and even when they're vibrating, we have that temptation to look at that text message, look at that email, look at that call. So Rogers One Number has allowed me to set up, for example, do not disturb, or to forward my calls to another phone number, and also using reach me rules. So there's that flexibility in there, allowing me the control to set up where I want my calls to go to, or to send it directly to voicemail. It's really been a flexible feature for me to use, and I've been really enjoying Rogers One Number.
Excellent. So Rogers One Number, as we said, it's free for Rogers customers. It's available now. You just need to go to www.rogersonenumber.ca. Click the register button. It's 3 easy steps to register. We just enter your cell phone number to validate that it is indeed your line. Agree to the terms and conditions, 911 address, set up a username and password. Between 3 and 5 minutes, you download the application, and you're up and running on Rogers One Number, and you can make and receive those calls, the video chatting, and the text messaging. So we're excited and proud because it is, as John said, a North American first, and it is a way to say thank you to our loyal Rogers customers.
Great, thanks, Tess and Winston. So we're going to open the floor for some questions.